We all know that replacement windows can transform the look of our homes, as well as make them more energy efficient. When Karen Marshall upgraded her old wooden windows to vinyl, she expected it to do away with the drafts. But to her surprise, she says her new windows are even worse than the ones she had before.
This is our first house. We were super excited. We had all these plans. We wanted to redo our kitchen, redo the floors, paint, and then we found out we needed windows.
So Karen and her husband, Dale, diverted the money they'd reserved for want renovations and funneled $17,000 toward what they needed to get through the winter.
After the install, we noticed there were air leaks. I went to measure for blinds and I felt air. So I called the company.
The company came out not just once or twice, but 5 times, but chilly air kept seeping through.
They just keep trying to do little fixes. The last time they tried to reinstall weather stripping and that didn't work. We spent a lot of money and it feels like I spent money to downgrade at this point. So it's pretty heartbreaking.
Come spring, frustrated and feeling she was getting the runaround, Karen reached out to Inside Investigations.
See at the heading, or the head of all the windows, none of them have a Z flashing.
Our experts from Superior Pro Painting, Window and Siding evaluates and explains to Karen her problems.
As your windows condensate, they're getting trapped. The moisture's trapping, and it's just going to stay inside and stagnate, and then it becomes mold, mildew, and other issues.
Those other issues include rusting screws and sometimes no screws at all.
There's no screw at the top at all. So there is no support at the top of this window. These screws here in the center, this one's not even screwed in all the way. The entire installation needs to be redone, needs to be properly shimmed, needs to be flashed at the top. There is no flashing at the head of this window per code.
We shared our experts' findings with the window company, which prompted them to send out their own inspector. He too found issues with the installation, but was unable to complete a comprehensive review because as a home inspector, as compared to a window inspector, his evaluation only included a basic look at the windows.
So honestly, when I first walked up, I thought, you know, from the outside, hey, this doesn't look bad at all. It actually looks pretty good. And then as I started digging a little deeper, I started going, wow, there's a lot of serious corners that are cut here. And the installation, they just created another future problem for their customer.
I'm gonna contact the company again. Enough is enough. I wanna get my house put back together.
But the company continues to put Band-Aids on gaps in Karen's windows. So we decided to pay a visit to the local office of the window company. No surprise, no one appears to have been in this office for quite a while. But the leasing office did provide us with a phone number, which we called and got this response.
I'm the manager of the Windows department, but unfortunately we're not able to speak to third parties, so we have been in contact with Ms. Marshall, but we're not able to speak to anybody else on her behalf.
Got it. Well, Ms. Marshall says that your communication has been unsatisfactory, that you're not willing to actually meet the standard of your obligation. You just want to spit and toilet paper the job. Is there anything that we can do on her behalf to get you to do the right thing?
We'll go ahead and reach out to her. We'll discuss it with her further.
I'd sure appreciate it. The Marshalls also want to warn other homeowners who live in cities where capital remodeling operates as a cautionary tale when replacing your home's windows. Karen says she never did receive that call from Capital Remodeling, but she did contact an attorney and plans to sue for breach of contract.